So I suppose I took the property from a modest 20 hectare to what we're now at about 140 hectare.
That's amazing. Okay, and obviously with you being a fifth generation grower, sixth generation on the properties we touched about at the beginning of the show, some would see that as a lot of pressure. Was there ever any doubt that you was going to continue in the footsteps, and was there anything else that you thought about doing outside of wine?
I suppose because of the downturn in the industry in the 70s and definitely the 80s, my dad actually went into general engineering. So he went into motor mechanics. So when I actually left, as much as we still looked after the grapevines, I suppose I was actually studying welding at the time. So looking at going into, I suppose, metal fabrication and shed building, which was my dad's business, Hoffmann Construction. So we built quite a few sheds around the place, and we were known for the quality of sheds that my dad built as well. That they weren't going to blow down in 1,000 years, sort of thing. I think you could build them in the tornado alley in the US, and I don't think they would have blown down. They were always over-engineered, so to speak. Yes. So that's most probably where I spent, I suppose, first 4 years after high school. But we still had to look after the vines, and we're still planting a few blocks slowly. But then I suppose the bug really bit me in '99 when I became young ambassador for the Barossa.
Yes.
But I also studied at TAFE prior to that as well. So done a level 3 in viticulture. So I suppose for me to get a better understanding of more modern day viticultural techniques, because everything I was learning from my grandfather, and it was always it was good to learn from him, but it was also good to basically learn from my grandfather about how things were done, and why some of the things were done as well. And he was most probably a very good teacher, because he allowed me to make a lot of mistakes along the way as well. So mistakes, things that he would have actually he would have learned through his course of growing grapes, but he was happy for me to do, because you tend to learn more from what doesn't work than the successes.
Yeah, correct.
So and that's still happening to this day now. So you're trying to experiment, and you're always trying to think you're doing something better in the vineyard or something different, but generally most of the time someone else has done it before. And you try and learn. You want to talk to people within the industry and learn from their experiences as well.